The biggest misconception in business, and this drives me mad because I feel like it's all just wrong. And it's told by those that are doing well, that are either really doing well or pretending to do well to sell you things, making out like they do well. It's that business is easy. Business is absolutely not easy. It's simple. Business is incredibly simple. We sell things more than we bought them for. That's it. But it is so far from easy. It drives me insane. If business was easy, 1, everybody would do it. 2, big businesses wouldn't go out of business. Big businesses go out of business all the time. Like every year, there are some massive names that run out of money, that can't pay suppliers, that have made bad decisions. It's not easy. And my name's John, and I own and operate Murgs. We're a small, independent CrossFit and weightlifting brand, online based, only me, no investors, home office, all the normal, I do this myself starter kit. And I've been full-time for 2.5 years, so it's working. No, I don't make 10 grand a month. I wish, that sounds lovely. I make 3, which is fine, because at some point, £3,000, that's £36,000 a year. I live within my means. I'm happy, I'm comfortable. There's 2 cars in our house, we've got what we need, I've got twin girls, age 3. Like, yes, it'd be nice to make 5 grand, but I don't need to. The business is much better off having a bit more of a safety net than it is trying to extract every single penny of profits for your own personal gain. At the end of the day, I'm trying to build this business to last a long time. You know, if you wanted to make money in a quick fashion, then start selling crap on TikTok Shop, right? There's quick ways to make a quick buck. But for me, a business is a long-term thing. And it just grinds my gears when people say it's easy. There's a phenomenon called the survivorship bias. And the survivorship bias is basically where the winners write the history. That's a weird way of putting it. But, so long story short, they were in the war. There were British aeroplanes coming back from Germany and they had lots of holes in. So the engineers said, right, guys, put armour where the holes are, because that's where they're shooting us. They did. They put armour where the holes are. The planes went out and the same planes came back with the armour. It turns out you were protecting the ones that did fine. Where the bullets were, you could have bullets because they came back. It's the areas that you didn't protect that clearly are the issue. And that's a really poor way of saying those that have made it, of course they're going to stand there on their high horse and say, I did it and it wasn't even a big deal. Of course they are. But how many businesses go out of business constantly? It really does take lots of knowledge. You really need to know a good bit. You need to be really sensible. You need to be really quite dedicated. You don't need to be so dedicated that you spend 100 hours a week on a business. You do not. Not if you do it well and you outsource things, and you do need a good bit of expertise to run a business, I suppose. But you just get that over time. Treat it like you're an apprentice. You're just working for your business for very little while you're learning the skills. And yes, you can make $1 million a month. You can. There's people out there that do, and there's people out there that are millionaires and billionaires, but at the same time, looking at somebody like Ben Francis who started Gymshark and going, I'm going to start a fitness brand, that doesn't mean that will work like that for you. That's the thing. That's like looking at Ed Sheeran and saying, I'm going to start singing in the London Underground. I mean, I won't put all your eggs in that basket. I mean, if you want to, you do you, but looking at other people's successes, it says it a lot when I like investing and not day trading. I'm not a sporadic investor. I like long-term investments, the S&P 500. Every time I log into Vanguard, it says past performance does not indicate future performance. It does not predict the future. Just because the graph's going like this doesn't mean that it's going to keep going. And I just want to let everyone know that if you're out there and people are saying, this is easy, this is not too hard, it's quite straightforward, there's not much going on, it's bollocks. It's all bollocks. So just remember that. In the same way that when you watch a show on television, you understand that it's artificial. It's not real, it's entertainment. So when you watch some of these bigger YouTubers, don't get me wrong, they can make entertaining videos. Many of Alex Hormozi's videos have I watched and been like, wow, interesting. But even then, do not forget, a broken clock is right twice a day. All Alex Hormozi is doing is training you up so he can invest in your business. It's a for-profit venture, and that's fine too, because the information's real and authentic, but the results won't replicate what you've done. You'll see videos like, I turned somebody's business around in 49 minutes. You know, that's not... Honestly, if it was so easy, no one would ever have a problem. It's very much like fitness and diet. We all know how abs are achieved, right? We do. You just eat less than you burn and you exercise, and yeah, we all know. But do we all have abs? Nah. I've been going to the gym for 13 years, and even still, I don't have abs. I've never really had a good six-pack because, yes, dieting's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you've got to eat less than you burn, but you still get hungry, you still get stressed, it's still hard work. There's still a lot of factors. So try and just be mindful when you're listening to the gurus of the world and they're ranting on telling you that you're an idiot. Don't feel down. It's the exact same if somebody's married and they're like, being married is easy. No, it seems that you figured out your marriage. Fantastic. Well done. But not everybody figures out theirs in the same amount of time, in the same way, doing the same things. So, yeah, scrap everyone else's ideas. There's a lot of BS salesmen that are just trying to sell you a course. So, anyway, I want to get back to work. I want to go do some stuff. Hopefully this was useful to at least one of you. I just want it just to be a reminder. You're not failing. You're not doing terribly. You're just looking at fake role models. And that's that. Right, adios.